this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm here just to quickly do a flip through of a junk journal and a folio that I've finished here. So sorry for knocking the desk there. So I've got a journal and I've got the folio. So I'll do the journal first and then we'll move on to the folio. So it's a soft cover journal. They're my favourite ones to do, and it's 6.5 by 9. It's not too chunky, this one, so it's about 3 inches at the chunkiest part. So basically on the cover we've got fabric. I think we did this in the mass making session, and then it's a lace closure here. I think I've doubled up the lace at the, oh no I haven't, sorry, I've got a different lace at the front to the back, because I wanted this interesting texture, or you know, look on the side, but actually I thought I'd doubled it up, but I haven't. It's different on the front to the back, so it gives you this interesting kind of bow. Put one of my little toppers on the front, which again I think we made this in a mass making session. You've got some ruffle as well added to it, and one of my fabric flowers there with a big gem in the center. So let's undo it and go in. So it's just obviously tied up in a bow. Obviously if you didn't like that, you could probably cut it close to that flower, you wouldn't even see it. And then on the back, you could just kind of, you know, cut it here or something and just have it as a decorative kind of piece there. You know, up to you really, kind of, if you don't like that. Going inside, I have covered the inside with some paper. So we've got papers here, and then I've stamped in the corner. Got some collaging going on and various different pieces, some fabric ruffle at the top and some lace here on the side. And then it opens out here. So you've got, this was the snippet roll that we made with the pressed flowers. So you've got that on there. And then when you open it up, we've got 2 pockets here. You've got a tag in this pocket, which I have not remembered to put a tag in there. I will have to try and do that. I won't promise to do that. I'm just having a look to see whether I've got anything that I could just put in there right now. I also haven't inked this up, so I'm just going to quickly ink this on the fly as we go. I love being able to do my flip throughs here on my desk, because when I was doing them downstairs, obviously none of this kind of stuff was an option. If I had a pocket that was empty or missing something, it was just, you know, I would have to rely on my memory, which of course is not the best thing to rely on, because my memory is just absolutely rubbish. So I'm just having a quick look to see if I've got anything that I can just pop into that pocket. I have got this journal card, but I don't think this will fit. Let me just see. Do you know what? I'm thinking I could possibly trim this down on the edge, and then perhaps it will fit, because it goes really nicely on that page, doesn't it? So yeah, let's just cut this down on the side. Okay. So this has got a little pocket there with a journal card tucked in, but I love how that looks. It's a gorgeous journal card, isn't it? So that just now slots in there, which is great, and then this one here can just slot in there. So that's that one. Then on this side of the page, paper clipped on, so you've got some stamping details and things, top and bottom, one of those little pieces from the freebie, and some script stamping as well. And then on the side, you've just got clipped on with a paper clip, a little fold out booklet. Again, this is made from an envelope. You could cut the sides open if you wanted to have extra pockets. I haven't done that on this one, but you could easily do that. And then you've got some sheet music and various bits clustered up, some lace and things. And this is more of that snippet roll with the pressed flowers. So I love how that looks. And that just clips on, oops, clips on like that. Okay, and then going over, we've got here a pocket, which now I'm thinking, what's going on here? Have I not filled any of these pockets? This is just going to not be very good, is it? So let's just put this journal card in there, and this is just from some vintage sheet music. Again, you've got some more of that snippet roll with the pressed flowers and a ruffle, and then some stamp up there, some stamping down here. So lots of the stamping in this gorgeous teal colour, and some also in the mustard colour. So you've got a combination of the two. You've got a lovely clock there, and then here you've got again one of those lovely clusters, which is from my freebie that's up on the Facebook group. And would you believe there's no tag in that pocket either. So I'm now wondering whether I put this to the side thinking I must stuff this later, and then obviously forgot all about it. So we'll see. This is going to be just a stuffing and flip through combined. So yeah, I do apologise for this. It's sometimes, you know, I do strange things. I maybe have put it to the side thinking, oh, I need to fill that. And obviously I thought I'd put it to the side to do a flip through because it was finished. So there's the journal card there. You've got more of the teal stamp in here, some lace. I love the colours of this journal. One of my labels, some vintage sheet music, some doily. Again, another label there just with some lace, some more stamping. And then here I've got this gorgeous massive journal card. Now we definitely did this on camera. I couldn't remember now what we did it on. Now this is from the oh, what do you call these? You know, the photo mat paper, I think, that I managed to pick up at a car boot sale. So obviously this has got very messy when I was kind of inking it and painting and things like that. Personally, I don't mind that, and particularly now I've inked it up quickly. I actually think it looks quite nice, to be honest, because, you know, it looks a bit like a kind of inked up paper. Obviously, if you didn't like that, you could put this onto, you know, card. I haven't, because this is actually quite robust card, you know, as it is. It's quite good thickness as it is. But I love that journal card, I have to say. It's one of my favourite ones probably that I've ever made. I just really like it. So yeah, that's clipped on there. And this is a green page. So this is a predominantly, you know, green, blue, teal, you know, all those kinds of shades. Then here you've just got a little pocket up there. Here we've got another pocket, which, oh my goodness, would you believe it's empty again. So let me just grab some bits here so that I've got some things like literally just, you know, on my lap ready to stuff pockets with as and when I come across them. I just can't believe this. So I've got here a copy of a vintage photo. I'm just going to put that into the pocket. So yeah, let's just pop that in. And I've got this funny feeling that this is also a top loading pocket. So it's obviously book page. You've got a various bunch of things clustered up on there. Pocket in the side, and then this here is another pocket in the top. So again, I'd best quickly find something to put in there now. So yeah, let's just put this, you know, printable vintage photograph in there. So it's actually a vintage, you know, cigarette card printable. It's not a photograph, but it looks similar. Looks similar to a photograph. So yeah, let's just ink that. Okay, so that can go in there. Yeah, love the colours of this journal. It's really pretty. Oh my gosh, these are more empty pockets. Definitely. I've obviously thought, you know, put this to one side thinking, oh, I'm going to fill all the pockets later, and just, yeah, clearly forgot all about it. So I can only apologise. This is probably super boring to watch me just stuffing pockets, but oh, I hate that there's one or two in here that don't need stuffing, because this is very tedious for you all, especially as I'm now having to ink up the bits as well. So right, there we go. So there's a journal card, which actually I'm going to put that, I think, up here in that pocket there. This is one of my pockets, you know, from the Perfect Pockets sets. So love how that looks. It just looks really, really pretty, doesn't it? Now I'm just having a quick look behind me to see whether I've got any bluey shaded pieces that I could pull in. So hold on 2 moments. Or I just pull in anything at all that I might have here that I could just use to stuff these pockets. Now I've got this horrible feeling I'm going to pull all this stuff down and it's all going to make a horrible noise. So right, let me just try and be a bit more careful. No, I've already knocked some stuff down, so not being that careful, obviously. I mean, that is me being careful. It's got to be said. Yeah, that was me being careful. So, oh, I'm just thinking this would look good on here, wouldn't it? Because it just goes perfectly. So yeah, I might have to include that somewhere. Right, let's put that to one side. Okay, what else have we got here? I have got these, which are rather nice, aren't they? I wonder if that, yeah, that fits in there. So there we go, a journal card on this lovely belly band, again with some of the pressed flowers in the snippet roll. This from the Perfect Pockets. Just love how that looks. Okay, here we've got, oh, what is this? Oh, it's so hard to remember what you've done. Right, this is an envelope pocket. So at the top, I think, yeah, at the top we've got a pocket, and it's also a tuck spot. So let me just see what I've got here on my lap that I might be able to put in here. Let's have a look. Okay, I've got a journal card. I mean, that's quite nice. It is on book page, so it does need kind of painting or something on the back, but that can go in there. And then, oh, what else have I got here? Got this, which I could put on there. I feel like this is lending itself, you know, better to somewhere else, to be honest. So yeah, maybe I will just grab a printable, put in this one. So hold on, let me just have another rummage through my printables here at the side. Oh, honestly, I can't believe I did this. And you would think I would now just stop the video, wouldn't you, and just go through and quickly fill it. But the thing is, you know, kind of sometimes, I don't know about you guys, but you know, you come on because it's like, oh, I've just got time now to do that video. And if I stop and obviously fill it all, then, you know, the time will have gone and I won't then have the time to do the video. So I'm sticking with it because, yeah, this is the time I've got kind of allotted to this. So I've got this little foldy piece here, and it's got a little kind of flippy book in there. So that will just go into that envelope pocket. Oops, she says. Yeah, into the envelope pocket rather than the, oh gosh, rather than the tuck. So let's put that in there like that. That was fiddly. Little frame there, and some more teal stamping, some more of that lovely green paper, vintage book page, more of the teal stamping, more of that green page, lovely with that blue lace, isn't it? And then this here. Then this one here is a little fold out piece. So you've got 3 pockets here, and it's probably, yeah, a pocket here as well. So again, you've got kind of 3 other little bits there for stuffing and filling, unfortunately, because now I've got to find more things to stuff and fill it with. Oh dear. Oh, that's not going to want to go in there. Right, let's try this one. Okay, this one looks narrower, so hopefully we're going to have a bit more luck with this. I just can't believe I've done this, honestly. What a nightmare. Okay. You know, I keep hoping I'm going to turn the page and it will be filled or full of things. And I'm not going to have to then, you know, rummage around trying to find things to put in. So we've got something in the side pocket now. Yeah, let's have that in that pocket because, again, it just fits. Okay. Just can't believe I've done this. What a wally, honestly. Just, oh, shocking. Shocking, shocking, shocking. Right, I'm just having a quick look to see whether I've got something else. I've got here like a copy of a vintage letter. It's not really going to work, to be honest. Ah, I've got some of my Titanic memorabilia stuff here, you know, that I picked up when I visited the Titanic. So I'm thinking maybe some of this stuff might be ideal. So let's have a look. Aha! Is that going to fit in there? Oh, come on. Come on. Right, I'm just going to cut this down slightly. I'm going to cut it down on this edge because this is the perforated edge. Okay, that can just go in there. So this is, you know, replica ephemera that I picked up from the Titanic Museum. So it's not, you know, obviously it's not genuine ephemera, but it's not a printable either. It's, you know, it's from the Titanic Museum over in Belfast. So, yeah. Okay, so that one goes in like that. Okie dokie. And then going over, oh gosh, more pockets that need filling. So here we've got a pocket here in this side part. So I'm just going to fill this. So this is the center signature, and we've got this double pocket here, and then we've got CD envelope here. Lots of stamping going on this page. Really, really pretty page, I have to say. Really, really like it. So again, just going to kind of ink this up. Okay, like that. Just can't believe I did this, honestly. What a wally. And then into the CD envelope. Wondering, ooh, wonder if we could have him, the captain of the Titanic. So yeah, should we put him in there? That's quite a good one, isn't it? I mean, yeah, he's kind of hanging out a little bit, but that's fine. Or I could maybe cut him down a bit and he'd slot in a bit better. Because it would be good to see his face a bit more, wouldn't it? So I'm just going to ink this up so he's a bit more sepia-y rather than just black and white. So, yeah. Okay. And actually, I'm just going to round the corners as well. Well, I do apologise. This has now turned into a kind of fill up your journal as well as a flip through. So I'm so sorry about this. Okay, so he looks better now, doesn't he? Yeah. Okay, so love this page anyway. Centre of the signature. Lots and lots of lace and stamping and things. Then we've got this one here. This is a belly band. So again, we can just kind of tuck something into there. Thinking maybe another one of those turquoisey kind of colour pieces, if it will fit. Oh, maybe it's a pocket rather than a belly band. There we go. And yeah, so it's now got a big journal card there, just tucked into the side. More of the green paper, more stamping, so more plain pages for journaling. Going over them, we've got one of those lovely labels. Now this stuff here, obviously I had meant to paperclip in. So we've got large envelope here. And again, I could just put something from that Titanic museum in there. So yeah, let's pop this one in. And then do I have a paper clip, I wonder, ready-made that's going to go with this? Let's just have a quick look. That's not too bad actually. So yeah, let's clip this on here. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Okay, so we just clip that paper clip on there. So that's pretty, isn't it? This one, oh, I can't believe it. This one's not even glued in. I'm so sorry about this. Honestly, I'm kind of horrified at, well, just what a shambles this is. So I'm so sorry. Right, okay, so let's glue this in. Oh, dear. So this is an envelope pocket, and obviously I'm gluing it on 3 sides here. It's got, again, some of that lovely snippet roll on there with the pressed flowers. So yeah, really, really nice. Love how this looks, and hopefully this is going to fit in. No, not going to fit in. Could fold it, I guess. Just because I think this piece looks quite nice colour-wise with this, doesn't it? So let's fold it, and again, just going to ink it up kind of down the crease, you know, to make it look a bit more vintagey. And then again, just open it out and then again down that crease there. Okay. Like that, and then just all around. I'm so sorry, honestly. I just, and yeah, I mean, you probably are still thinking, why doesn't she just finish that video? It's so annoying because I just, you know, I won't have time to do the flip through otherwise. And I really wanted to kind of get it done today. So, yeah, I'm really sorry about this. Right, I've got a journal card here. I'm just going to pop that in on the side. Another tuck spot here. no point even checking now, because clearly none of these pockets have got things in. So yeah, we just have to go on the assumption that they're all completely empty. So I'm just going to have to kind of fill as we go. So many apologies here. I love how these clusters look, I have to say, from the, you know, the snippet roll that we made with that freebie for the Facebook group. So yeah, if you haven't got it, it's these. But don't they look lovely? It just made the loveliest, what do you call it? What am I saying? The loveliest, yeah, snippet roll. For some reason my mind went completely blank. Just the loveliest snippet roll, to be honest. It's, yeah, it just looks really, 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 really nice. So, right, I've got another photograph here. Now, obviously, I'm doing this very rushy, you know, very much rushing. So whoever buys this, I'm sure you will want to rearrange your pieces of ephemera, because you're going to have all kind of same pieces on one page, if you see what I mean. So like now we've got 2 photos, you might want to move them around and have them, you know, in other places, so it's a bit more interesting. So yeah, I'm just obviously, you know, for the sake of doing the video, trying to get things in here as quickly as I possibly can now. So again, I've got another photo here from the Titanic, so I'm going to just have to cut this down in length so as it fits on there. So I'm just going to, yeah, cut it down here and probably here as well. Okay, just see if that fits in now, because this is one of those double over the pocket, if that makes sense. So yeah, right, let's just cut this in slightly more. Okay, so, and again, I'm just going to ink this up so it's a bit more sepia-y rather than black and white. Okay, these are lovely and thick. You know, they're very, very thick, you know, cards. Oh, it's still not fitting in there, would you believe? There we go. Right. So going over the page, we've obviously got another couple of pockets there that are, of course, are empty, completely empty. Oh, just having another flick through what's on my lap to see if I've got anything else. I've got one of these little doily books, so I can just pop that in there. And just seeing what else I've got here. Oh dear. Right, let me just move all this stuff off my lap and see if I've got any other kind of tags and things that are ready-made that could just go in, because I don't think I've got anything else very blue in my pile that's on my lap now. So yeah, let me just have a look and see whether I've got any other blue things up here. Hold on. I mean, obviously I have, it's just a case of can I find them quick enough, really. Okay, I have got this, so I think that would go quite well somewhere in here. Let me just pull in something else. I've got this one, that one I think probably would go okay. And what else have I got? Oh, honestly, I know I keep saying it, I'm so sorry about this. I can't believe I've done this. Well, I mean, I don't know why it shocks me so much, to be honest, because, you know, I do things like this all the time. But, you know, even when I kind of opened it up, I had no recollection of that being my thought process. You know, clearly I've put that in there thinking, oh, I need to stuff the, you know, stuff the pockets. And, you know, even now, I've got no recollection whatsoever of doing that and thinking, oh, you know, I must go back through and fill that journal up. It's just, yeah, no recollection whatsoever of it. So yeah, very, very strange. Right, I've pulled out a whole bunch of journal cards and tags, all in blues and things. So hopefully we're going to now be able to kind of stuff the pockets and things like that. So right, we have this one. Let's hope that this fits now in here. Oh gosh, no, of course it's not going to. Oh, that's probably the smallest piece I've got there. So let's see if I can swap this with this and then put this one in here instead. Okay, right, more plain pages for journaling and the doily and sheet music, stamping, some lace. And then we've got this pocket here, which again, it's a double pocket. So I'm going to just pop a tag in here. So thank goodness that tag actually fitted in there, because that was going to be the next thing, obviously trying to squish that tag in. And then I've just put another piece of the Titanic ephemera. I will just quickly ink that a bit again, so it's a bit more brown rather than black and white. So yeah, let's just quickly do that. So yeah, just pop that into that side one. Okay, and then we are finally in the back, where we've got, again trying to now remember what this is. So this is a this is a book page pocket. Is it a book page here? Yeah, so it's a book page pocket. So it looks like I need something quite smallish, you know, thinnish to go in there. So, oh, maybe I did that. Oh, perhaps this is, oh, do you know, I don't know now how I've done this. I must have done it like this, or perhaps I did it as a tuck spot. I don't know now. Perhaps I did it as a tuck spot. It feels like it's kind of glued down, but maybe it was glued down more by error. Oh, I'm so sorry about this. I just can't remember. Or perhaps I had glued that down completely, to be honest. I don't know. So yeah, I mean, that could be a tuck spot, I guess, but I'm feeling like it's perhaps a bit vulnerable. So I'm just going to glue this down everywhere, because I feel like it's obviously a bit of a vulnerable pocket, I think. So, oh, and it's one less pocket to fill. So yeah, let's put a journal card in there like that. And then finally on the inside of the back page, we've got a pocket here with a pocket on the other side. So let's just fill this pocket with a journal card. So you've got some really nice journal cards now going in this journal. So yeah, although it wasn't, you know, filled in the first place, it's now got some really nice journaling bits that have gone in. So yeah, I can only apologize, you know, I'm so sorry. I can't believe that I did that. And you know that even now I've got no recollection whatsoever of you know, not having filled the pockets. So yes, I can only apologize. Just trying to swap this out with something else, because it doesn't want to fit obviously in there. So yeah, let's just pop her in there. I mean, this is the beauty of a journal, obviously, is because you can move everything around, and you know, so this one I'm putting back in my stash because there's not really anywhere for it to go. This is the beauty of obviously a journal, is you can really then just move things around and, you know, organise it how you want to organise it. You don't have to stick with how the person who's made it has done it. So yeah, I really apologise. I can't believe I did that, and I'm kind of mortified, and even more mortified that I then carried on filling it whilst you guys were here. But you know, like I say, I just this was my slot to kind of make it, so I had to kind of continue, because otherwise I might not have been able to do the flip through for, you know, some time yet. So yeah, I really hope you like it. I'm still now trying to find somewhere to put this little doobry, so I think I'm going to try and stick it in here. So I'm just going to glue it, hot glue, on this side here and down the bottom, and actually I'll go up there as well, and I'll just place that down there. Okay. Oh, that looks lovely, doesn't it? Just goes perfectly with that blue lace. So yeah, I do apologise, and you know, really sorry. But I hope that you like the journal. I hope that didn't kind of spoil it completely. I mean, the good thing is you've obviously seen now all the bits that have gone into it, and you know, you've got some really nice bits and pieces there. Like I say, some of them might want to be moved around now and things, but you know, you've got some really nice bits. And of course now it's giant. I mean, I should have guessed when I said, oh, this one's not that fat, because I did think, oh, that's strange, it's not a very fat journal. Well, now we know why, don't we? So, yep, not very fat because it wasn't filled. So, it's now, having gone from 3 inches to it's now 4 inches. So we've added an inch worth of ephemera to there. So that's the journal. And then I've also got the folio here. Now, I think we made quite a bit of this on camera, if I recall. We definitely did the cover, I'm pretty sure. Right, I have a confession to make that when I opened this, would you believe, this also had nothing in the pockets. So honestly, I must have just completely forgotten and put both the folio and the journal kind of like to one side, you know, with a thought of, oh, I must fill all those pockets. I mean, what a wally, honestly. So I stopped the film, and rather than bore you all to, you know, to tears, actually fill in the pockets, I've obviously filled the pockets and come back now. Obviously, the problem now is because this folio was laying very flat and, you know, really looked great flat. And now, of course, as you can see, it's bulging like mad because, you know, everything's now bulging out of it. So I have finished it off slightly differently now. So I've obviously tied some sari silk around. Now, I have never bought sari silk before, but I recently bought a bunch of it. So what I've done is I wanted to have it kind of looking quite full. So I took 3 lengths of sari silk and I've just tied them together here in the middle. So as you can see, they've kind of been dyed in pretty shades of kind of purples and mauves and pinks. And yeah, then it all ties round and just kind of attaches in a bow, but you can move the whole thing out the way. So I thought that just looked really pretty round there. I was toying between this or this navy blue lace, but actually, do you know what? I thought that the sari just kind of had that lifting, like wow effect that, you know, it so deserved. So right, let's have a look and see this folio. So the folio itself has been covered with fabric. You know, the outer kind of sections of it have been covered with this toile fabric, which I absolutely love. Now, I'm pretty sure that we did this cover on camera, so you may have seen this before anyway. So it's got an envelope that kind of opens off of the cover, if that makes sense. So I've covered the envelope on the cover in the same fabric as well. And then we've just kind of put some lace up here and some lace down here, one of these jabos, and then one of those gorgeous framed pieces there. Got some pearls and some lace there, and then this lovely little pearly trim up there. In fact, this is one of those fans, which I've got a tutorial on my playlist, on my, you know, my channel. So this all opens out with this little latch. And this whole thing then folds out. So you've got kind of a foldy piece straight away on the front cover. Under there, we've just got a little book plate saying the word notes. And then inside, so on this envelope, I've got a bunch of things clustered up and some of the matching fabric. And then inside there, I just put a journal card tucked in like that. Now, I tried to be much more eclectic with this folio, so it's not kind of all one colour. I've got different colours going on in here, so but I think it turned out really, really pretty. So yeah, hopefully you'll kind of see that I've tried to mix up the colours. So tucked in here, so this is the envelope. You've got a massive, massive pocket. Now, obviously, when I first made this, I was intending on putting something like a little mini journal in here. Not this mini, but, you know, bigger than this, but yeah, a mini journal in here. But you can probably see I'm going to really struggle, obviously, if it's got something really big in here. So I decided to just put literally just this tiny weeny little kind of mini pad in there instead, because I just thought it's got too bulky already. So that just goes in there. But of course, you've got all that room that you could easily put some other stuff in there as well. Now, this folio is a bit different to any other folio I've made before in that it opens out kind of like four ways. Yeah, like kind of 4 folds, if you see what I mean. So it's like a kind of, what do you call it? You know, like zigzaggy fold. So if you can see there, we've got like 4 kind of sides to it, which I just loved how that looked, because this all kind of folds in a bit like a book. So when you first open it, you think this is all there is to it. You've then got various bits in this section, and then this whole section as well folds out. So yeah, I mean, actually it's several weeks since I made this, and to be fair, I actually forgot that I had done that myself. So it fooled me, and I actually made it. So yeah, but really love how I've done that, and yeah, I will have to try and do some others because I can't remember now how I did it. Anyway, so on the inside of this first section, we've got this bit here, we've got various different collage pieces, and then I tried to use lots of ready-made ephemera pieces in here. So we've just got a little matchbox book that just all tucks back in behind the flower, and obviously the flap here. Little butterfly with some bling and the lace down the edge. One of those gorgeous stamps up there. And then here, I don't know if that's tucked in or whether it's stuck down. Oh, it was another pocket, but yeah, I haven't put anything in there. I think you'd struggle to kind of get things in there with the angle. And then I think there is a pocket here as well, but again, I haven't put anything in there. I mean, to be honest, yeah, you could definitely put things in there. I mean, it was getting pretty full, so I didn't. I mean, I could put that in there, but it obviously needs now, you know, covering on the back. Then on the facing page, we've got an envelope. So on the envelope, I decorated it up again with another one of our ready-made pieces, which was one of those vellum envelopes, which I did a tutorial on quite recently. So we've got some lace, we've got one of my little, you know, ribbon kind of banner things, and then we've got a cluster on here, some vellum. So in that vellum pocket, we've got one of my photo digitals that just goes in there, and then tucked into the envelope itself. It's a little bit tight now, it's glued in. Oops. Come out. Okay, so in here, yes, it is very tight in there. We've got another photograph from the photo digital, so that just goes in there like that, and then this all ties back up like that. Oh, it's really freezing today, and the heating was on timed, but to be honest, timed is just not really cutting the mustard, so I've had to just put it on, but it's been off obviously for a couple of hours now, and the house is freezing. A journal card just tucked in here as well. So again, this was a ready-made journal card, but wow, I mean, just how brilliantly does that go colour-wise? So that just tucks in to the envelope like so. Okie dokie. And then going over the page, or over, you know, over the envelope, we've got here, again, because it's several weeks since I made this, I'm having to refresh my memory. So a little foldy flip here that's attached to this pocket piece. So you've got journal space here like that, and it's closed with a magnet. So that just closes like that, and then it also kind of opens out like that. And then tucked in the side, you've just got, again, another little printable tag. And then on the facing page, you've got there, I'm sorry, that's getting hooked obviously on the bit here, but yeah, it goes in fine, but you just have to kind of, you know, be careful. Then here we've got a kind of coin envelope attached to this envelope. So this is another little foldy envelope piece. It's got a coin envelope on here, various different things layered up. You've got lace and bling and a butterfly, some vintage pieces, vintage postage stamp, and some digital there. And then just tucked in here, I just put a journal card. So that just tucks in like that. And I quite like the way that you've got the kind of touches of teal that are just kind of poking out here. They look really, really pretty. And then tucked in here, I've again put another journal card. Whoops. It was a ready-made journal card with this orange, or yeah, this burnt kind of orange colour. And it's got one of my little handmade tags and things, various things layered up. But I love the way that picks up the orange from that butterfly. It just looks really, really pretty, doesn't it? And also the colour behind there, it also sort of ties in with the teal. So yeah, just kind of goes really, really prettily in there. And then you turn this over. Now this is one of those envelope pockets that we did recently on a video. So again, you've got a pressed flower here. Oops, it's lifting slightly. So let me just quickly glue that pressed flower down. Hope my glue's going to cooperate. I haven't used my glue yet today, so oops, I might need to quickly unclog it. Okay. Like that. Oops. I'm just going to just glue that pressed flower down. Oh dear, it's now breaking off. It's gone very brittle. Okay, let's just kind of glue that like that, and yeah, let's just put a bit more glue down here. Oops. Oh, it's not really going too brilliantly. I might have to go over that with some other Mod Podge or something in a minute. But at the moment, it's obviously, you know, it would then stick on things. So I'll come back to that. But this is one of those envelope pockets there, and it's got some of the pressed flowers there. And then tucked into the side, we have got another little journal card there with some decoupage napkin and some bits layered on it. So that looks really pretty. And then tucked into the top, which is the, you know, the envelope pocket itself, I've just put one of my handmade tags there, like that. I've got quite a bit of stamping and things as well going on this. And then on the facing page, you've got a pocket down here with a little tuck spot. So you've got one of the vintage photograph digis that tucks up there. Love this pocket so much, it's so pretty. So that just goes like that. And then here you've got another little pocket. So inside that pocket we've got this gorgeous envelope, which I just love so much. It's got this little label here as a tuck, and yeah, I just think that's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And then tucked into there, this is some genuine vintage ephemera. It's not a copy or anything, it is the original from 1925. That just tucks in there like that, and that all just closes. Absolutely gorgeous envelope, isn't it? I love how it looks, and it's got some vintage postage stamps. And then you've also got a corner tuck up here, which has got just a printed journal card tucked up there. This might be a pocket as well, so you could always put something in there as well. And that just goes up there. But I mean, doesn't this page just look really, really lovely? I mean, definitely, yeah, it was a challenge for me to mix things up and not have it all really matchy-matchy, but I think it's worked really, really well. So I love how everything's come out on here. Just wondering whether I had it in this way or this way. It must have been this way. And then going over, so this now is that whole section that kind of folds out. So I'm going to fold it out to show you kind of the next section. So then it lays kind of flattish. So on here, and you've got completely different colour scheme going on this side. So that's really nice, I think. So on here, we've got some more lace trim going down this edge. And then we've got a massive kind of envelope pocket here with another pocket stuck on top. So this has got a little stitch cluster. And then tucked in there, you've just got, again, one of my printed journal cards. Oops, it's a tight fit in there. You've got some lace trim and a little label going on there. That just goes like that and tucks in. So like I say, this is quite a tight fit in there, so just kind of be mindful of that when you're kind of tucking bits in. Lots of details, some lace and a bow, and then you've got this little fold out flip there as well, which I just absolutely love, and obviously gives you more journal space. And then tucked in the side, I've got this gorgeous foldy out piece, which I did this really quite a long time ago using the Kaisercraft stamps there. You know, again, it kind of provides a bit of contrast on this page, but I just think looks really, really pretty, because although the colours are completely different, the fact it's got this vintage lady, it feels very in keeping kind of time-wise, you know, as if it's the same kind of era. Then on this section, a lot of different things going on here. So we've got a gorgeous little flippy out here, so you could journal on there. You've got a stitched cluster, and then you've got these double pockets here. So inside there, you've just got a couple of little printed journal cards. So that one in there and that one in there. And then here you've got a little journaling label here, and then I just tucked in a tiny little journaling card there, which is a digital printed postage stamp. And that closes. You've got some lace down here, which is just, again, I mean, it's really there reinforcing the fold. So moving across, I'll just pull, oops, sorry for jogging the thingamajiggly. Moving across, you've got this whole section now, which again, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And you've got A journal card tucked in here. You've got, again, a little foldy flip. I love, love, love how this looks. It's such a pretty kind of pocket. And that just all tucks in there. But before I tuck that in, you've got a corner tuck up here, and you've got just a couple of little journal cards tucked up there. So I'll just tuck this one here, oops, in this first one, this one here in this one, and then this little photograph, obviously not photograph, sorry, journal card just tucks in there. So I mean, actually I'm going to put this behind there so it's, oh, perhaps that will have to go like that. Honestly, you put these things in and then you come to kind of do your flip through and can't remember how you've laid them all out. And yeah, then you've got a little flippy piece there. So I'm just going to move it over now. And in here, you've got another little foldy envelope piece, and you've got a corner there, which is one of those double corner tucks, which we've done in a mass making. And tucked up there, I've just put one of those little gorgeous envelope booklets. So love how the front of that looks, isn't it? Just gorgeous. It's just got some layered elements and some stamping. And then you've got journaling space inside, and then you've just got tucked into the pockets. You've got a journal card here, which is a little printed digi photograph. Oops. And then here again, the same. You've got a little pocket with another little photograph there. And then on the back, just plain for journaling, just with a bit of stamp detail. And then here you've got another little pocket. So tucked in the top of there, you've got just a little flippy pad with some kind of varying size scraps of paper. That just tucks up there like that. I absolutely love this, you know, coin envelope thing. Absolutely gorgeous. And then tucked in the side, again, quite lovely with the blue contrasting kind of paper to everything else. Just a little printed kind of digi there that just slots in the side. You've got some lace on here. And it's actually got double because you've got lace from the other side as well. So it looks super, super pretty. That just tucks up like that. And then turning it over, I'll just move it across again. You've got here the other side of the envelope. Again, you've got a cluster of things. There's a pocket here, which I have obviously not remembered to put anything in. Let me see if I have something here that I can just put in now. Oops. Okay, so we can just pop that in there like that. And then here you've got the envelope itself. And again, I just popped in a little journal card. This one, obviously, you might want to cover the back with some coffee dyed paper or something. I obviously have missed that. But I love the look of that journal card. It's just so, so pretty, isn't it? And that just slots in there like that. And then here, this is the inside of the back cover. Love how this looks. So what we've got here is we've got a little one of those doobies that you can kind of like twist round and then open this out. So you've got then a kind of foldy section here. This folds down and it just closes with a magnet. So let me just move this up slightly. So it closes like this. You've got this wraparound doobie thing, and then here, and then you've got a fold down with the magnet like that. So really lovely. I love how that's kind of all working together. And then this closes again. So again, just twist it round like that. Got a journal spot and one of my little made tabs there and a butterfly. And then you open that out. You've got obviously the journaling space on there. Then this gorgeous envelope. It just looks so, so pretty. And this envelope as well is another little pocket at the side. So in that pocket, I've got another one of those gorgeous vellum envelopes, and you've got basically beautiful back there. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. I had to stop it because I had a couple of sneezes there. Some lovely scrapbook paper there, or digital paper there. This beautiful woman. Oh, sorry, this is not vellum. This is a laminated piece on there. And it's edged in gold. She just looks lovely, doesn't she? And then just put in a digital journal card and some little stamped corners. So I love how that looks. It's just gorgeous, isn't it? And then you've got a little label there. this all just tucks in here. I love all the layering and things that's gone on this folio. Got lots of kind of layered papers and things all in the background for lots of interest. And then tucked in the top of here, so it's again a pocket at the top, you've got a couple of journal cards there, one with the wax seal and this one which is obviously a lovely tag, and they all just tuck, or they both just tuck straight in there like that. And then we can close this obviously again, so oops, closing it like that. And then here finally you've got this wraparound closure, and if we open that up again, you've got another great big very roomy pocket, but again haven't really stuffed it because the folio itself was, you know, pretty full by this point. So I just put in one of my handmade tags. Again, don't you just absolutely love that tag? It's just gorgeous, and it's featuring some of that gorgeous inked paper that I made, which has just got touches of gold, which just looks so opulent and lovely on that tag. And then you've just got this fold out. So this little fold out here, this has been made with some 12 by 12 paper, and inside every pocket you've just got a little printed digi, you know, vintage photograph. So they all just tuck in to all the little, oops, all the little tucks. And then behind you've got some kind of vintage images and things of some birds and things like that. So, and lots of pretty bows on here to just finish this all off. So yeah, really, really, really nice. And then of course you can then journal, you know, a bit on the flaps as well and on the back. So yeah, so it's a pretty full on folio. Feels absolutely lovely and very, very vintage, you know, a bit like something that's just been laying around in the attic for years. So yeah, hopefully it really has got that kind of vintage vibe going on. Yeah, I really hope that you like it. I had a lovely time making it, even though I can't remember now how I made it or anything else. But I'm going to try and refresh my memory, because definitely I would like to make another one kind of similar. But yeah, like I say, it then acted or became very bulky and bulgy once I filled the pockets. So if you didn't want it bulging and you wanted it kind of laying flatter, of course, if you emptied all those pockets out, you know, you probably saw at the beginning of this video, it was laying pretty flat then. So, you know, you could always do that. And then just tie your, your sari silks back up. And it just is lovely, isn't it? I mean, this just picks up kind of this lovely purple from this bow and things. So yeah, really, really love how that turned out as well. So I really hope that you liked both the journal and the folio. I do apologise, like I say, that I've had to stuff this folio in, or this journal, sorry, in the midst of the video. But yeah, I really hope that you like them both. They obviously are both going to be available in my Etsy shop, although I do have a waiting list, so I will be obviously doing the offering firstly, you know, to some of those ladies, or, you know, to the ladies on the waiting list. But yeah, I really hope that you like them, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys soon. Thanks then. Bye.